Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and I'm re-recording this intro because when I started this quarter hunt quite some time ago, I did not expect to get a couple of boxes that are going to have some River of No Return quarters in them. That being said, we've got boxes that were regular circulated boxes, and then I got a couple of boxes that had some River of No Return quarters in them, which made me very excited. Anyway, hang tight, watch the video, see what we found. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and that's right, we've got a box of quarters here. Now I've been sitting on this box for a little bit because I noticed it was circulated quarters, and as you know, my hunt for silver in my circulated quarters has been rough. That being said, I believe we have some newer quarter enders, at least on some ends, and it's not uncommon for me right about now to start finding some more W quarters in circulation. That being said, I wouldn't mind finding some sweet silver, and with a one-box hunt, we're up against it to see if we can get something good out of this box. As always, I'll loop you in if I find something good, but I will preface this video that if I don't find anything good in this first box, then we'll go ahead and marry this hunt when I get another box of quarters. All right, I think we've talked enough. Let the hunt begin. Let's find some goodies. Roll 29, we're gonna get our first find. And it's not silver. It just looks like it could be a foreign because the reading is large. And it is a foreign coin here. Queen Elizabeth II on it. 10 pence. Can't get mad at that. We got a foreign find in the first box. Wish it was silver, but I'll take a foreign all day. Very next roll, roll number 30. And I brought this up in my last quarter video, but this is a nearly uncirculated 1982 D. Holy cow. The edge is fantastic. The strike is good. I'm not going to touch it too much more. I'm going to be sleeving that one up. But that is in fantastic shape. A little bit of a weak strike, maybe some grease on pluribus. But this is a fantastic 82. And I'll tell you why they're fantastic when you find an 82 or an 83 P or D minted quarter in just a second. So I've shown this book before. You guys know all about it. If you don't, it's called the United States Coins 2020 Official Red Book. Kind of gives you an idea about varieties, heirs, pricing, things like that on coins. For quarters, they're not worth much even in high grade in many of the years. But in 82 and 83, they were hard to find in high grade. And as you can see, the price jumps up to a lot more than face value for an 82 or an 83. This is a 1982 Denver minted quarter, and it is fantastic. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this was a uncirculated set that was broken open, and maybe they just dumped it, or it was in someone's collection for a long time. Look at the fields on it. This thing is at least in mint state grade, in my opinion, and I will take it. Was not expecting this at all. I'm very happy to have found it. It's the best one I've ever found while coin roll hunting. We'll add that to the finds. That gets me excited. We had a foreign in the previous roll, and now we have a beautifully uncirculated 1982 Denver quarter in roll 30. Let's get back to the hunt. Well, we finished that box, and unfortunately, no W's and no silver. But I did find kind of a cool 1981. I thought it was silver for a second by the edge because it was all black. When I wiped it away, kind of like my fingers, when I wiped it away, I could see that there was a copper edge to it, but the toning, when I first pulled it out, I thought, man, that's going to be silver. It wasn't. What do you do? I also found an Ain't God We Rust there, and honestly, this is one of the better ones I have found. I'll show it to you here in a second. That's how you want to find them. Pretty much almost no trace of the letter T. I'll take it. I've found a few of these lately. It's good to find some more. You guys have seen the finds. We did pull that 10 pence, that uncirculated 82D. It's a beauty. And then I also found a beautiful 1976 Denver Minted Bicentennial quarter. It is not the DDO, but man, it's just as nice as the 82 D we found. A really nice 2006 Nevada State quarter that I'll add to the collection as well. That's it. Because that's all the finds in this one box, we're going to save this video and combine it when I get another box. So, I'll see you when I get another box in just a snap. Well, there we go. Another box magically appeared. This is a different kind of quarter box. I don't get too many of these, but I'm super excited to get into it only because it is different rolls, different kind of box. To any extent, you guys know the drill. I'll loop you in if I find something worth showing. Hoping for a silver, praying for a W. Would take a proof, foreign, you name it. Let's go. Well, unfortunately, we're back already because there are no finds in this box. I had to struggle. All I could pull out was a 79D in pretty good shape and another 82D. Not in as nice a shape as the other one, but still definitely one that I would generally pull out. Went ahead and sleeved up the beauty that I found. Outside of that, you guys saw the rest of the finds. So once again, I'll be back when I have another quarter box or two. I'll see you in a snap. We're back again and I've got another box of quarters. I put away most of the other finds, hoping this box gets me some silver, some W's, something cool. Let's go. Well, that was an uneventful quarter box. We didn't find anything that I would consider keeping. But that's coin roll hunting. We had fun. You guys know the drill. We're not going to end the video on a skunk box. We'll see you when we have another box in a snap. Well, we're back once again, and I have another quarter box. Already popped the top. It is not uncirculated. It is circulated, so no W's as far as the river of no returns in this box, but maybe we'll find other W's. I also don't see any fancy schmancy enders, nothing silvery, nothing foreign. So, like the last couple of boxes, we're here once again praying that we get some good finds. We need to add something to this board. Anyway, never know what you're going to get. Maybe this is the lucky box we're waiting for. So let's see if it is, and let's see if we find some goodies. Well, yet another quarter box down. Finished searching 50 rolls. No silver, no W's, no foreigns, nothing really that crazy. I did keep 3 state quarters. I did pull out a 1985 Denver Minted quarter. It's in pretty good shape, pretty good strike overall. So I'll be adding that to my collection as well. We also found a quarter that has been holed, or at least attempted to be holed. Not a very great job. We'll be tossing it back. Just thought since it was odd, I'd show it to you. And then finally, the find of that box is another 2000p Kansas State quarter. That is a In God We Rust Air quarter. It's a little bit better than I normally find, but not a great example because you can still see remnants of that T with certain lighting. But, as I always do, I'll be adding it to my Airs and Varieties folder since I have found 2 now during this hunt. Since we haven't found any silver yet, or any W's, obviously I'll be back once again when I grab myself another quarter box. So I'm just picking up my halves and my quarters today. I've got a few more stops. Normally I only get 1 box of quarters from my bank, but this is the bank that has given me uncirculated quarter boxes more often than the other ones. And he said he had a couple of quarter boxes, so I took them both, hoping, praying that we have some uncirculated, but if not, we'll have to do a quarter hunt as usual. So I'm going to open this live just in case. So looking at this, it looks like we have some River of No Return quarters. I think we have some River of No Return quarters. We have some River of No Return quarters in the box. I can see just on the top side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rolls that at least have an ender. And it doesn't look like both sides are an ender. So I don't know if these have been hunted already. Oh, this has both ends. We might have some W quarters right here, right now. Let's check the other box. All right, box number 2. Will this have some more. And yes, sir, you can see them. We most definitely have them. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in this box. It's packaged poorly, but that's only one end. So we have 9 ends, and that's a double ender. 9 ends with River of No Return. So I think what I'm gonna do next is organize these both boxes into checking all the ends. I'll do that when I get home. We'll be back. We'll see what we got. So I've got the boxes at the house. I've checked all the enders. In box 1, we have 20. It's basically these last 4 rows right here are either single enders or double enders. Now, it doesn't mean there's not River of No Return quarters in those rolls, because these were spread radically around the box. So I just wanted to give you a bird's eye view. We have 20 River of No Return enders on rolls out of 50. In box 2, we had a little bit less. We had 12. And this was actually the first box. So we have these 10 plus, I believe, these 2. So a total of 32 rolls in the 2 boxes that have a River of No Return ender. And again, they were spread sporadically throughout the boxes, so I don't know how many we're going to have. We could be getting into some W's, or we could just be getting into some Denver minted River of No Return quarters. Now, I'll tell you, I did check the obverse sides that I could see. They're all Denver. I'm excited. I don't want to get my hopes up too much until we get this hunt started. Let's get to hunting. So I'm starting with the box that has the 12 rolls that have at least 1 end coin. I think 4 have a double ender. Just cracked open roll 1. We did have 1 River of No Return Denver minted quarter in it. So that's a good sign, I think. Just wanted to point that out. We're going to start now with roll 2 and see if there's more. So I just cracked open roll 4. We're still stuck on only 1 River of No Return quarter, but looks like there's lots of new ones in here. I'll bring you in if what I find is a W, or at least update you on how many R&R quarters we found. So we finished hunting roll 4. No W's. Quite the stack. So definitely starting to see them. They're all Denver. Oh, and we did find a graffiti coin. Balls of steel. Anyway, no W's yet, but we do see the new release quarters in the box and in rolls that didn't have enders. We're on roll 13, and I've decided to leave the ender rolls for last. But I bring you in because in searching for the 2019 W quarters, take a look at this. We're going to get something I never really see in a quarter roll. A silver edge. And there is a mint mark on the back. Denver. Even a little bit of toning. 1963 silver quarter in the box. I'll take it and get back to the hunt. Roll 26, a little more than halfway through the box. I have now found 76 River of No Return quarters, and in my quest of looking at edges for new quarters, I missed an edge of a silver quarter. Pretty obvious. I don't know how I missed it, but as I was hunting this roll, this popped out. So here we are, struggling for silver, looking for W's, and now finding our second silver quarter of the first box. Unbelievable. Roll 27. Very next roll. I have got a silver edge again. And it's going to be a foreign. And it's a Canadian 1978. So unfortunately it won't be silver. Last year for silver I believe was 68. So this is a decade past that, but it is a foreign find. Man, I thought we had 3 silvers. That would have been my record. My record is only 2 silvers in a box For a second, I thought I had a third. Instead, we've got a Canadian. Still, fun hunt so far. And I still have a lot of enders we're about to get into. Roll 35, we're almost at the ender rolls. We've got about 82 River of No Returns, all Denver so far. I bring in, though, because I've got a Kansas State quarter. And sure enough, pretty good example of the In God We Rest there, right there. That T is almost invisible. One of my better examples, to be honest. You can barely make out just a little bit of that T. We'll take it. Nice air found in the box, along with 2 silvers and a Canadian. Will there be W's? We've got 4 rolls left of the box, and these are the 4 rolls that have a River of No Return ender on both ends. So I've left them for last. We've done 46 rolls. We have 275 Denver minted River of No Return quarters, no W's. That being said, I was averaging about 500 quarters for every 1 W San Antonio missions. So we're just over half as many until we got our first set of W's for San Antonio missions. So I'm not completely convinced that there is no W's in these boxes, but 275 Denver minted ones in. It's not looking good. Let me finish up those 4 rolls. Unless I find a W before then, we'll give you a box wrap-up and move on to box 2. Well, we finished that first box of quarters, and unfortunately, with 365 Denver minted River of No Return 2019 quarters, not one was a W. Kind of begs the question that maybe I'm getting River of No Returns, but they're not sending W's my way yet. Again, it's 365 quarters. You would have thought maybe would have got one, but it is a mixed box. These are mixed boxes, so it's possible that I'm either too early, they're not sending them, or am I too late? It's only been a week since the release date, so you never know. The good news is it was a great box. I did get 2 silver quarters in a quarter box, which ties my record, a Canadian, and 2005 Kansas State In God We Rest quarter. So definitely a solid box. A letdown on the W's. Maybe we have some W's, maybe not. Either way, still a fun hunt. Let's find some more goodies, and I'll loop you in if I do. 19 rolls in the box 2. Starting to stack up about, 80-something 2019 River No Return quarters. No W's. But I bring it in because yet another Kansas State quarter. And another fine example of the In God We Rest there. Man, you can barely make out just a fraction of that T. It's a beauty. I'll take it. Second one found during the hunt. Still no W's. A few rolls later, I think we're on roll 21. And I'm pretty excited because I struggle with finding silver. And in my quest to get W's, like I said earlier, we're getting silver edges in my quarter boxes. Unbelievable. Denver mint on the bottom, 1964. Third silver quarter in 71 rolls. Crazy. Roll 46. I'm beat. But it's not all for naught. 380 River of No Return quarters in this box so far. We're hunting this roll. We got one. It's dinged up badly, so I don't mind touching with my bare hands. Big old gash across his cheek. But that's a W. River of No Return. Not gradable condition. Hopefully I find more before the deadline for the early finds designation. But we got one. And that feels good. Well, that's all she wrote for box 2 of this hunt. 480 River of No Return quarters plus 365 is 845, which I'm keeping separated because, believe it or not, I have pretty tired eyes, and there's a chance I may have missed one. I'm going to go back through all of them. That being said, this is what we're looking for in those 2 boxes. Albeit not in the greatest condition, it is my first 2019 River of No Return W quarter. We'll take it. We got a W, and we got 3 silvers in 2 boxes. That makes up for the first boxes being skunks. And then, of course, we got the Canadian and a couple of In God We Rest their quarters. My heart was almost broken. My spirit never was going to be. But I'm happy we got at least one. Hopefully you enjoyed this quarter hunt video. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, happy hunting, everyone. And thanks for watching.